in today for our Just You webinar. As Laura mentioned, please make sure you keep yourself on mute throughout the webinar. And if you have any questions, we'll be answering them at the end of the presentation. I would like to just go right ahead and introduce our host today, Meg Murgatroyd, who is Head of Sales for Just You Canada, is going to be doing the presentation for us. We're really excited to have her here. She's great at what she does. So take it away, Meg.
Thanks so much for the introduction, and thank you to Merit Travel for inviting me to this travel talk. It's great to be here. Good afternoon, good morning, wherever you may be in this fine country. Thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule to join us. We're going to have some fun for the next 20, 30, 40 minutes, depending on how many questions we get. And I just want to tell you a little bit about how incredible and empowering it is to take a solo trip, particularly with just you. You can see my slides changing? Yes? Okay, good.
Yes.
Just wanted to double check. Perfect. Let's get started. So as Jackie said, my name is Meg Murgatroyd, and I have had a long and happy and successful career in the travel industry that I'm very proud of, which has enabled me to do a lot of traveling. I've had a chance to travel to all 7 continents, had a chance to jump into the very cold oceans in both the Antarctica and the Arctic, and visited several of those countries on my own. So I have a sense of what it's like to be a solo traveler and the joys that come along with that. So I am going to be your host for the next few minutes, and let's dive right into it. Today's presentation, we're going to cover a fair amount of ground. We're going to talk about some tips for the solo traveler. I want to talk to you about Just You in particular, and that's the company I work for along in supporting Merit Travel. And through these conversations, we're going to talk about some of the destinations that we travel to, the types of tours that we offer, and why we are a perfect company for you, the solo traveler. We're going to end the presentation with some details around the amazing Merit Travel groups that are on offer, how to book, and then open for Q&A. Hopefully, that meets your expectations on how we're going to spend some time together. So let's get started. I can really confidently tell you that Just You is the #1 choice for solo travelers in Canada for a whole host of reasons. Let's talk about some tips, top tips for traveling solo as you start to think about your next vacation/holiday. I would encourage you to always travel with a reputable firm. That's a pretty obvious statement, but it allows me to tell you about the amazing company that I work for, which is Just You. Just You has been in business, believe it or not, for 25 years. That's 25 years of designing solo holidays. Pretty remarkable, and I can't think of any other company like us. We are also very proud to be part of a UK-based company called G Touring. And it is a part of Bruce Poon Tip's collection of companies, and perhaps you have or have not heard of Bruce, but he is a very illustrious Canadian entrepreneur. So proudly part of the G Touring family, a UK-based organization with Just You being in business for 25 years. The other tip I would tell you is make sure you do lots of research before you go. Find out more before you go, and the Merit Travel team is absolutely here to help. They will complement any of the research that you've been doing to date and validate all of your thinking and your findings and make great recommendations. And don't forget that planning, I certainly find, is a great joy as part of the total process of traveling in itself. So enjoy the planning part as well. Again, another obvious statement, but choose the right holiday for you. Make sure that you're getting out of your holiday exactly what you want. And after today's presentation, I hope I've inspired you to either take your first solo trip or perhaps try a new destination or just simply validate what you're thinking about from a holiday perspective. We have lots for you to choose from, and I'll go into that in more detail in a minute. I would also say enjoy doing something for yourself. And traveling independently is extremely liberating. Don't think of it as being selfish. Think about it as a treat for yourself. And if you've got a dream holiday that you want to take and you can't find anybody to go with, Just You is the perfect organization to travel with. Going alone doesn't mean that you'll be by yourself, and we'll go into more details upcoming. As you probably have found when you travel, I would always encourage you to try something new. Just being here and thinking about a solo travel is a great way to start and take the plunge. And make sure you embrace the destinations that you go to and really learn something new along the way. And don't be afraid to try something new as part of that journey. Don't worry about being alone either when you take a solo trip, because with just you, you're never alone on your holiday unless you want to be. You're traveling with a like-minded group of independent travelers, which you can join and be a part of as much as you want, or you'll have lots of free time to explore and discover on your own. And I would also say make sure you immerse yourself and enjoy. Take advantage of the incredible places that you're visiting and really understand the beautiful communities and just have fun. So with that as the backdrop, some tips for traveling solo, let's talk about where just you goes. And there's a whole world for you to explore. We have over 74 different tours in 43 different countries across 6 continents. That is a lot of choice. Europe is one of the main places that we operate our tours. It's just a magnificent destination. We have over 64 itineraries and more coming next week as we launch our Europe 2026 program that travels and takes clients to 18 different countries, 13 alone itineraries in Italy. We just love Italy, and so do our clients. And we have a nice range of tours that range anywhere from 5 to 16 days in length. We also have small ship cruising in Croatia, and we have river cruising in Europe. So lots of different ways to enjoy Europe. Central and South America, we have 4 different itineraries in 3 different countries. And again, starting with 8 days in length, going up to 13 days in length as well. North America, perhaps you want to see those beautiful Canadian Rockies, Costa Rica, St. Lucia, or other parts of North America, including the US. And we have tours that are anywhere from 4 to 16 days in length when exploring North America. I love this region. I find it absolutely fascinating and captivating, and I've had the good fortune of seeing a lot of Asia. We have 14 different itineraries to 9 countries, including Thailand, Vietnam, Japan, China, Malaysia, just to name a few, and anywhere from 8 to 16 days in length. And again, I'm just providing you a very high-level overview of all the places that Just You travels, so you can certainly do a lot more research in conjunction with the Merit Travel team. They can explain everything in detail. Middle East and Africa, we've got 5 itineraries. Perhaps you're thinking of Jordan, Morocco as a consideration, 4 different countries, 8 to 12 days in length. And these are really lovely places to visit, particularly on a solo tour. Finally, Oceania, one of my most favorite parts of the world, New Zealand and Australia. It's worth the effort. These are most incredible destinations, and we have 2 different itineraries in this part of the world. So hopefully that gives you a sense of where we go. As I said, we cover 6 continents, so there's lots for you to explore. Thinking about where we go, I would also like to advise to you that we've got a lot of different travel styles. So what does that mean? We have what they call a classic tour. This allows you the chance to stay and explore multiple destinations in one just trip. It gives you the chance to see the iconic sites and to delve deeper into the cultures and traditions. When you think about touring, this is probably the type of travel that you think of where you're traveling a bit of distance and staying in multiple hotels and perhaps visiting multiple countries throughout one tour. One of my favorite types of travel that Just You offers is called Relax and Discover. And it strikes the perfect balance of relaxation and discovery, allowing you lots of time to explore and do so at a leisurely pace. This type of tour, say it's perhaps 8 days in length, will either stay at 1 or a maximum of 2 nights through the duration. So it's a very relaxed pace, and you can participate in as many activities or not, as the case may be. Cruising. We have a little bit of cruising. This is the first program that we have. This is on the MD Paradis in Croatia. And I know some of the Merit Travel team have been to Croatia and can tell you what a remarkable destination it is. Just You has chartered this entire vessel, and we take over the entire ship, so it's Just You customers enjoying this beautiful little yacht. We also have river cruising in conjunction with Nico River Cruises, covering a number of different rivers in Europe. So while Just You doesn't take over the entire ship, we have a nice complement of cabins, and your holiday director will be with you every part of your river cruise. We also have festive tours. These are for the clients. These are for the travelers that love to enjoy that part of the time of the year. Perhaps they're putting out their Christmas decorations right after Halloween and really embracing all that there is to offer at this special time of the year, including Christmas markets and various breaks. And we've got a wide selection of festive tours now available for this upcoming festive season in 2025. So a very unique offering and great for solo travelers as well. We also have what we call short breaks. And these short breaks allow you to just get your toes wet and enjoy part of a shorter tour, just to get a sampler of what it's like to be a solo traveler. So this is a great way to see New York as an example, perhaps even France or Edinburgh. We also have walking tours. We have walking tours in a number of incredible locations, including the UK, Spain, Italy, and Crete as an example. So this is a different way to see some of these remarkable countries. And then finally, I would also say that we have great tours that include and have a focus on wildlife. So this allows you to get up close and personal to some of the most incredible wildlife in the world. Perhaps it's seeing the wildlife in Galapagos as an example, or traveling to Borneo. So we travel to a wide range of countries in a lot of different styles, and it should hopefully give you some thought about, wow, I'd like to see that part of the world, and I want to do it at such a pace, perhaps a more relaxed pace. What are you looking for in a solo holiday? Well, Just You has a lot of great features and benefits that I want to talk to you about when we think about taking a solo holiday. We have incredible experiences. Back to 25 years of building solo holidays. That's all we do. We have got an amazing, very accomplished product team that designs itineraries that are ideal for solo travelers. That means making sure that we see the right iconic sightseeing and the best of the best, while keeping the group size to a reasonable size. Average size is around 22 to 23 passengers, and it allows you to build a sense of community in which the group in which you're traveling with, while seeing the best of some of the most incredible destinations in the world. Stay amazing. When you travel, you want to be comfortable, and as a solo traveler, you want to feel safe. So with Just You and our 25 years of experience, we always select properties that are centrally located and ideal for solo travelers. This means having the right safety features and amenities at the hotel to make sure that our solo guests feel comfortable and safe and are enjoying the destinations. And you'll see that we always stay in 4-star plus properties throughout our tours. This is something that is so important to our solo travelers. Room guaranteed of your own. If you remember nothing else of this presentation and Just You, I would remind you that when you travel with Just You, the price that you pay guarantees your own room, and there's no single supplement. You're never going to have to share, that you'll always have your own room. And when we negotiate with the properties and secure our blocker rooms, we always ensure that we have a very comfortable twin or double occupancy room. You're not being put into the solo small hotel rooms on the tours. So very, very comfortable. Traveling tasty. I know that you all probably love to eat. I know I do. And traveling and enjoying the cuisine of the places that you go to is so, so very important. So we ensure to include many wonderful meals in our tours, and then provide our travelers with enough time to really enjoy the beautiful cities and destinations that we're visiting with an eye on cuisine. So your holiday director can make great recommendations of really superb restaurants, little eateries, places to grab a bite that are close to the hotel or part of your overall travels. So you want to make sure that you've got a great place to stay in your own room and that you've got some magnificent cuisine as part of the tour. For those of you that have enjoyed a holiday before, on a tour in particular, you know how important a holiday director is. Ours are the best in the business when it comes to solo travel. Not only do they love the destinations that they travel to, not only do they have expertise in those destinations, but they love traveling with solo travelers. Solo travelers sometimes come to us not steeped in confidence. Perhaps they've taken multiple tours, but it's the holiday director's ability and enthusiasm to bring the group together and make sure that every traveler has their own unique, personalized, and amazing solo holiday. So our holiday directors are truly the best in the industry. Value for money. I won't go too long on this topic. I know it's something that we're all thinking about these days, but it's so great that Just You is always priced in Canadian dollars, and so much is included in your holiday, including your accommodation when you're traveling, as well as the transportation while on tour, and many meals, and quite often the entrance fees to a lot of the magnificent sites that you're seeing. So much is included. I would really look at the per day cost when you see a price of a tour, because you'll see the real value that is in touring. The other nice thing about Just You is our departures are always guaranteed. So we're always making sure that we operate these tours regardless of whether only a few people have expressed interest or we have a full van or coach, as the case may be. So really lovely that once you book a Just You holiday, you're guaranteed to get away. All of this amazing product is certainly available to you with no single supplement. Yes, there are other companies that perhaps you've done some research with or talked to that offer no single supplements and they waive it. But with Just You, you'll never pay a single supplement, and you'll have all the benefits and the richness of going away with an amazing solo operator and solo clients. Perhaps you're interested in some of the amazing cultures, communities, and the destinations in which we visit. And we feel that's a really important part of your holiday. So we encourage you to travel with purpose. We have two incredible organizations that we work with on several of our tours, including a company called Planetera and Just You Cares. And what these magnificent little community projects do allow you to be immersed in something that is so unique and different on your tour. You can see how women come together to cook meals in certain places, or children of underprivileged children that are making and learning new skills, including making noodles, perhaps making crafts. It just allows you the opportunity to meet some incredible people and contribute and enjoy a real community experience. Sounds obvious when you talk about a solo traveler, but I just like to make the point, when you travel solo, you're never alone. And what I mean by this is everybody is a solo traveler on our trip. It's a special community of like-minded travelers that are keen to spark out and get out on their own, regardless of their circumstances. As I mentioned, there's a lot of beautiful companies out there that can take you to Europe or take you to South America or other incredible places. But you might be one solo traveler in amongst a group of couples. With Just You, you will always be a solo traveler. So we are solo specialists, not just solo friendly. Everything that we do is for the solo traveler, and that makes a real difference when you get onto our programs. Merit Travel is a great partner to Just You. We work a lot together. We've done a lot of really incredible things, including the recent outdoor adventure show. And they're so excited that they would like to host their own Just You groups. So I would like to spend a few minutes just talking to you a little bit about the groups. So the first group that the Merit Travel is going to host with Just You is called Discover Sicily, and it is operating on May 27th, 2026. It's an 8-day program. This is, I like maps. I'm a map person, but I'm going to go into more detail. But you can see this is an 8-day program, 2 different properties, operating at a very nice, relaxed pace, so you can see a lot of this magnificent part of the world. Why would you go to Sicily? There's a whole host of reasons. There's magnificent ancient ruins, allow you to explore the valley of the temples of the Greek theater and Taormina. Perhaps you want to see Mount Etna, one of Europe's most active volcanoes. We talked about food earlier. Who wouldn't want to dig into some amazing Sicilian cuisine? Perhaps you would like to see some beautiful little charming coastal towns, and this tour will afford you that opportunity. I see some hands up, which is great. If you want to put any chats or questions into the chat, please feel free to do so, and we'll definitely be taking a few questions at the end of the presentation. Sicily is also known for its Baroque beauty, so you can enjoy some amazing architecture and history. Of course, its hospitality is undeniably wonderful with very friendly locals and authentic experiences. The history in Sicily is unparalleled Greek, Roman, Arab, and Norman influences, all of which will be explained by the holiday director, and you'll have the opportunities to shop and enjoy some amazing local crafts. This tour is running May 27th, 2026. It's 8 days in length. So much is included, including the holiday director, local guide, 15 meals, 7 nights in a 4-star hotel, transportation while on tour, and your porterage for $4,055. And again, when you break that down, that works out to be around $500 a day. And when you think of staying in a 4-star plus hotel in Europe, all the meals, a lot of sightseeing and transportation, I think you will agree that it is of great value. I think this is a beautiful itinerary that you should consider, but I also want to highlight the fact that Merit Travel has another beautiful group on offer to Madeira, the Pearl of the Atlantic. For those of you that want to get away in 2025, this is your trip. This departs on September 22nd, 2025, and it's 8 days in duration. And again, I love maps, so I wanted to put one on here. Again, you can see the map of Madeira. We're staying in one property for the entire 8 nights, and then we kind of go out hub and spoke and enjoy this beautiful destination. Why would you want to go to Madeira, and why did Merit Travel select Madeira as one of their great group tours for solo travelers? Likely, it's because you want to enjoy the lush natural beauty, including forests, cliffs, and exotic flowers. Perhaps you want to enjoy some of the most dramatic views. I had a great time looking at beautiful pictures of this incredible destination. Perhaps it's the walking and the unique trails through mountain landscapes, or the charming villages, again, of which you'll get a chance to also visit. Food seems to be a theme in all of this conversation. Enjoy some fresh local cuisine, including Madeira wine and poncha. I looked that up. That was interesting too. We have whale and dolphin watching as an optional excursion. And then you can visit the Funchal's Botanical Gardens, a real paradise for plant lovers. And another great reason is just to go and enjoy really beautiful, relaxed island pace, safe, scenic, and very welcoming. This beautiful tour, again, departs on September 22nd this year, 2025. It's 8 days in duration. The price includes your holiday director, a special guide to assist and provide real great insights, 11 meals, 7 nights in a 5-star hotel, transportation while on tour, porterage at $4,245. And again, when you look at the per day cost, you'll find it is a very reasonable price. You can book Just You with a great deal of confidence, especially through Merit Travel. Just You has got an excellent rating on Trustpilot, and these are the reviews by our customers, which we so very much appreciate. They thoroughly enjoy our trips. 25 years of experience definitely comes through to the forefront. The best way to reach your Merit Travel team, there's a lot of great team members on this call to help you. You can also reach out using the toll-free numbers here, or you can reach out online on the website. So easy to reach. We're here to help you. I would say that our vacations are truly perfect for solo travelers. I would ask that you consider us if you're thinking about a solo holiday for yourself. And there's no doubt that you'll start out as a solo traveler, but you will leave as a friend, and you will make long-lasting friends on these tours. So with that said, I'm going to take a pause and open the floor for any questions and answers that you may have.
Okay, so let me just start with, so is airfare extra?
It is, and the Merit Travel team can help you pick the perfect flights to accompany these programs. Perhaps you want to do back-to-back tours. Perhaps you want to start a little early and stay a little longer, and they can help you get the right airfare for the tours.
Okay. In the past, my Merit rep was able to identify trips where there was a much discounted single supplement. Is this option still available?
We don't charge a single supplement. So perhaps that's a different tour. We've never charged at the price you see is the price you pay. We do have discounts from time to time, but when we launch Europe 2026 next week, we will have an early bird discount. So you'll have a discount on some tours, but we never reduce the single supplement because we never charge it.
Are tips for travel guides included?
Very good question. They are not included. We see that as a discretionary spend, and it's up to you to tip at the suitable level that you think is required or that the holiday director is entitled to.
Okay, being solo only, does this mean no married couples, but friends are okay?
Yes, I'm so glad that is a question that came up, and I neglected to talk about it during my presentation. So you're always guaranteed a room. It is just you is probably the best product for a solo traveler, not ideal for couples unless your circumstances are that you would like to have your own room, and everybody has their own way, so that's great. I would say that 75% of our travelers are female on our tours, and 20% of the total complement have partners at home. They have friends at home or partners at home that just have decided not to travel with them. So it's not just all singles or widows or widowers. There's a number of people that have partners at home that just want to travel to see a new destination on their own.
What are the physical ratings for your trips?
That's a really good question. We don't actually have a rating system per se, and this is where you need to work with your Merit travel consultant. I would say it depends on the destination. As a benchmark, we try and really encourage all of our customers to be able to walk unaided for up to a kilometer on uneven surfaces. There's some destinations that are easier to traverse and walk through than others. I was in Turkey with Just You in November, and we saw some incredible ruins, but needless to say, they're ruins, so it's pretty uneven underfoot. And I always ensured that I had good sturdy shoes on and that I could walk very comfortably for a period of time.
So Deborah's asking if we have a paper brochure. We do not have a paper brochure. I'm not sure if she's asking about your tour specifically, but I know on our end, it's we do have a landing page, which we will be including with the recorded version after the travel talk, which lists all the groups that we are promoting, but we don't actually have a physical paper brochure.
Just You produces one. So if you're interested, I would talk to your Merit travel consultant professional, and we can make suitable arrangements. Please know that the website has the most up-to-date information. We try and print brochures as fast as we can, but the exciting news is we keep coming out with new tours, and the most up-to-date information is online. And through the help of your Merit travel consultant, you'll find the perfect tour.
Does your company offer active hiking, walking holidays?
We have walking tours, yes. I mean, I wouldn't say they're the most physically active ones. If that's what you're looking for, perhaps a different organization. But we do have walking tours to a number of locations. And again, your Merit travel consultant can tell you how rigorous those walks are. But they're not overly. They're more of a relaxed, comfortable pace. They're still a good distance, but not overly active.
Does the price change if you don't have a full group?
It does not. No, that price is, we will not change that price. The price will stay the same whether there's 2 clients that have signed up for it or we've got 25.
Are they met at the airports?
That's a really good question. At this stage, we do not have airport transfers, but you'll meet your holiday director when you arrive at your hotel on day one. And we try and do our utmost to make sure the holiday director is in contact with you from the minute you arrive in the destination, either through text, phone calls, or through communication at the hotel once you arrive.
And then the last question is there an extra charge if Merit books the flights? So flights are separate and you'd have to speak to your Merit consultant to book your flights.
All good questions.
Very good questions. I think I've captured all of them. Any last minute questions?
TP has their hand up. Presumably that person has put something in the chat, perhaps.
That might have been from before.
Okay, good.
Okay. That's everything.
Well, I hope I've inspired some of you, all of you, to think about taking a solo holiday on your own. I so proudly work for Just You. I've been at the organization for a year now, having been in the business for 25 years and have never seen a company like this until I joined this. And I'm very proud to work for this organization that really provides life-changing trips for solo travelers and builds confidence, and you have a lot of fun traveling to some of the most incredible places in the world. So thank you so much for taking time out of your schedules today. Thank you to the Merit Travel team for organizing this talk, and please do reach out to your Merit travel professional. They know everything about Just You and all the incredible places we go around the world and can help you have a really remarkable solo holiday.
Great, thank you. That was a great presentation, Meg. Thank you. And thank you everybody else for attending. Have a great afternoon.
Take care, everybody. Thank you.
Thanks,
Bye-bye.
Meg.
Bye. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.